Ajay Bose, senior journalist and author, is debating with Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP, a national spokesperson. And my first question is to Sudhindra Bhadoria of the BSP. Mr. Sudhindra Bhadoria, what kind of a deal have you struck with the Congress party or the government that, Mayawati's disproportionate assets is being cased? Many people would like to know the details of that.
You see, it is ironical. Today, Rahul Gandhi has himself been very critical of Bahan Mayawati ji. In his Dalit Sammelan, he has made certain remarks against Bahan Mayawati ji. And so far as the CBI filing the final closure report is concerned, Bahan Mayawati ji was exonerated by the Honorable High Court of Allahabad, by the Honorable High Court of Delhi, and also the Supreme Court. So therefore, now you also know that Lalu Yadav has
please don't get the facts wrong. So please don't get the facts wrong. No. Please don't get the facts wrong about the Supreme Court. No, I think you're getting facts wrong about the Supreme Court. I think you're getting some facts wrong about the Supreme Court.
What I'm saying is that
no, you can't misinterpret what the Supreme Court of India has said.
No, but
you are doing that.
Earlier the Supreme Court had said. No, what I'm saying is on the first, when Supreme Court said that, well, you are there to examine what has happened in the Taj corridor, but as far as the disproportionate assets are concerned, there is no element of truth in all that.
No. See, please don't, please don't. No, one second. No, Mr. Bhadoria, you see, this is what politicians do sometimes on some TV channels, and unfortunately on many they get away with it. Mr. Bhadoria, I'll tell you what has happened today with the case of the BSP.
Has the Allahabad High Court exonerated her or not? I would like to know from you, has the Allahabad High Court exonerated her or not?
Mr. Bhadoria, you are asking me questions?
Exonerated her or not?
You are asking me questions? Then I'll ask you one question.
Yes, of course.
You are asking me questions?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Then I'll tell you one thing. I'll respond with a counter question. My information is that on the 1st of May 2013, the court said the following in its ruling, that pertained, by the way, only pertained to the Taj corridor case. On the 8th of August, it clarified that its judgment was only in the Taj corridor case. It did not go into other aspects, including the merits of allegations, the case of disproportionate assets. In fact, on the 1st of May 2013, Mr. Bhadoria, you should jog your memory and get your facts correct. The court said, quote, the CBI can investigate the disproportionate assets case against her. The CBI's power to probe the case against Mayawati has not been taken away from us. Therefore, the CBI has the information to act against Mayawati. Allow me to complete. The CBI has the freedom. It has the Supreme Court of India has given it the freedom. You have the information, but you choose not to act. Now, obviously, that's political. Obviously, that's political. What else is it but political? Meenakshi Lekhi, do you find the sudden closure of the case against Mayawati political?
Let me just come in.
No, 1 minute. There is a pattern to the way the CBI operates.
For a second. If there was...
Let's get the BJP in. Meenakshi Lekhi. Let her come in, sir. Let the BJP come in, sir.
Let me just complete.
Sir, let the BJP come in, sir. I've just proved you wrong. Let the BJP come in.
Okay. No. You presented your facts in a manner which suits you. The truth is that there is no basis for pursuing this case, and therefore she has been exonerated, and therefore the CBI is filing a closure report.
Sir, come on. So let Meenakshi Lekhi come in. The politics of it is quite apparent to most of us. Yes, Meenakshi Lekhi.
You see, 2004, post-2004, these matters had started while BSP was an ally of the BJP, and it was started by the Supreme Court. And Supreme Court ordered investigation, the manner in which Supreme Court is pursuing the Colgate, etc. Post that, UPA came in, and the lethargy with which the matters were being pursued by the CBI and several other agencies, we've seen the result. And based on the material collected by the investigating agency before the court that is presented, the court at times have to close because there is a closure report. Now, this is not the first case in which CBI has filed closure report. There are several cases, and I will recount two such cases today. One is an ISRO case in which R.B. Sri Kumar was involved. And R.B. Sri Kumar was very conveniently used by the Congress party or UPA, whatever name you may call, against the Narendra Modi government, and the closure was sought in ISRO case. Similarly, if BSP was going to give the shoulders to the sinking ship of the UPA, the pleasure of the government would be such that they would exonerate and file closure reports, and that's what.
No, so has the BSP been blackmailed and then been made happy? Simple. Let's be very clear today. Has the BSP been blackmailed and made happy? In which case the BSP was first blackmailed by the Vajpayee government, I presume, because this case goes back to 2003.
You see, in 2003, the matters were pursued by the Supreme Court. So BJP government per se had nothing to do with it. In spite of the fact that she was an ally, I am saying the right thing. I'm saying the right thing.
They were twisting the arm at that time.
Oh really? Oh really? If we were twisting the arms, then it would have been very convenient for us to keep the CBI off her.
Yes, and
in fact, we chose to stay off.
After you filed
Mr. Badoria, allow me to complete my sentence and you can answer.
Okay. Okay.
No, I will answer, okay, and then you can counter it. You see, 2003, that means we have one more year in the government, in fact 2 years or 1.5 years in the government, and we chose to stay off. Now that is the difference, how BHP functions and how Congress functions. The Congress will in fact tell the CBI to get after people and close when it is convenient and keep it hanging for good 10 years as long as it suits them, and seek closure, because for now next election that is the condition which probably would have been put.
But you did exactly the same thing. No, you did exactly the same thing. So when the BSP complains tonight, no, Meenakshi Lekhi, let me complete the statement.
I don't run the Supreme Court.
No,
at Supreme Court there was a PIL, and PIL, based on that PIL, Supreme Court ordered this investigation.
Yeah.
How much does it take to understand that?
Now, how much does it take, Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi, to understand? Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi, I don't know whether you will remember this, but let me jog your memory. At about 4:30 p.m. on the 5th of October 2003, that was the historic moment when, if I am not mistaken, when the NDA was very firmly in power. That is the moment and the time when the FIR against Mayawati was lodged in the disproportionate assets case. You will also remember in the circumstances in which this happened, because the Mayawati had quit the alliance with the BJP in August that year, if I am not mistaken. So you see, am I correct? Am I correct? Am I correct or wrong? Am I right or wrong?
Whether you are correct or not,
no, I am correct.
Recall the facts. Before that, the matter was being pending before the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court had ordered registration of FIR. And you're not going back to that time frame.
No, what's
the memory?
She wanted us. No, I don't have to jog the memory. I think you need to pull out the Supreme Court.
I'll jog everyone's memory on this case. Yeah.
So you don't have to. I think you need to pull out the papers of the court and see when the case was filed in the Supreme Court, who filed it, who was behind it. Kindly get
says about the CBI, the less said the better.
You see,
about the CBI. One sec.
About
the CBI, which is
not just the CBI.
About the CBI.
I think it's about the government.
No. You see, I'll tell you why less said the better. Ajay Bose wants to come in, and this is just interesting for our viewers. Just on an aside, some may think it's on a lighter note. The CBI says in September 2011 affidavit, Ajay Bose, that the investigation against Mayawati is based, quote unquote, on cogent evidence available in the form of documentary evidence, oral evidence, and strong circumstantial evidence which shows the nexus between the income of the relatives and Mayawati, as well as between Mayawati and donors to her and her relatives. So, in 2011, the CBI has strong evidence. In 2011. What happens in 2013? It all evaporates. It all evaporates. The evidence evaporates, the point of view evaporates.
Or no, you see, I'm very glad that you mentioned it. Right from 2003 onwards, the CBI has flip-flopped so many times.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not just with Mayawati, the same thing has happened with Mulayam, that the CBI has very little credibility, you see. Successive governments we've seen. And that is why it's so important to have an independent CBI. Because, the whole point is that they've completely destroyed the credibility of the CBI by flip-flopping. As you very correctly point out, that one day it says is that very strong evidence, then they say that no, there's no evidence.
Yeah.
You know, and then again you can change it again. So this is a game. It is becoming a joke.
No, but why is Mayawati playing that game?
It's completely
why is Mayawati playing that game?
Credibility.
Why, you see today, Mayawati, why is Mayawati playing that game?
All politicians take you see, every politician is tainted by this. Let me tell you that no political party can claim that they are above it. My problem is that we have to strengthen institutions. We cannot depend on one good, strong,
no. So the question goes.
This institutions.
No. So 1 minute. So 1 minute. A follow-up question.
As long as you have institutions like the CBI, which are weak, which can be twisted and manipulated by the government of the day, you shall have this.
Sir, the CBI.
You have to change the system. You have to change the institution.
No, one sec. CBI. By the way, I hope the CBI director is watching. The CBI director was very active in that other case. You know what was that case about the Pawan Kumar Bansal, who was then railway minister? He gave a. I think the CBI director was very active in the case of. No. So unless the CBI director was doing what he was doing because he was told by somebody to do what he was to do, if the CBI director really, and I am challenging the CBI director tonight, if the CBI director is the picture of resolute firmness, then the CBI director, Mr. CBI director, please tell us, in August 2010, your agency gave an affidavit in which it said, and I quote, "It is strongly denied that the case is based on surmises, conjectures or preconceived notions. Rather, the case is based on reliable and admissible evidence." That was what you said in 2010. I think the CBI director, if you're watching tonight, and even if you're not, I think people should tell the CBI director to tell us how all this evidence evaporates in a pre-election year. But the question to the BSP tonight is, why don't you admit? Why don't you admit, Mr. Sudhindra Bhadoria, that when your leader stands up in the monsoon session of parliament when the BJP is attacking the government over allegations against Robert Vadra, when Mayawati springs to the Congress party's defense, was she doing so on the basis of her conviction? Or was she doing so in the hope that her case will be closed by the CBI?
It has been evidently clear why Bahan Mayawati ji was supporting the UPA government. It was there to stop and install the coming of the NDA government in
so
the
what are you saying,
Not
sir?
Only that,
what are you saying, sir?
The same CBI.
You think people will believe you on this?
The same.
You think people will believe you tonight? That
the same CBI, then the same CBI in the case of LK Advani, Uma Bharti.
Sir, speak for yourself.
The rest of them.
Sir, you speak for yourself. Don't talk about. No, you speak for yourself.
There is not going to be one rule. There is not going to be one rule for us and a different rule for the other.
No.